friends. Thank you for clicking on my thumbnail and welcome to my channel. My name is Shells. On this channel, we'll be discussing topics such as fragrance, lifestyle, fitness recipes, cleaning, along with life experiences in general. If any or if all of these things interest you, please don't forget to hit on that subscribe button, as I would love to have you be a part of this perfume community with me. Let's go ahead and get started. To be going over the original Miss Dior Cherie. Then I also have the reformulated version, which is actually my favorite version. Then we have the Miss Dior Parfum and Miss Dior EXTRAIT de Parfum. I also have Miss Dior Le Parfum. Miss Dior Cherie by Miss Dior is a Chypre fruity fragrance for women, and this was launched in 2005. So Chypre notes, well, the meaning of Chypre, it just means that it blends beautifully with fruity elements, which are often used with moss and woods. So they're typically built around a woody accord. The classical Chypre structure starts with like a powerful blast of fresh citrusy notes, often bergamot, followed by a floral heart of typically rose, ylang ylang, or jasmine. That's the history lesson about Chypre. So Miss Dior Cherie was a fragrance created by Christine Nagel for Christian Dior. At that time, John Galliano served as designer and creative director who oversaw Christine's development of this unusual strawberry and popcorn eau de parfum. Miss Dior Cherie was available from 2005 until 2011. After perfumer Francois Damask joined Dior, Miss Dior Cherie was reformulated and renamed to Miss Dior. I was able to buy a tester bottle this year, and I'm so grateful to have this in my collection. So let's go ahead and get started. The top notes in this one for Miss Dior Cherie is cherry, strawberry, pineapple, and mandarin orange. The middle notes are popcorn, caramel, rose, jasmine, and violet. The base notes are patchouli, musk, and amber. The tester strip also indicates the notes. This is a bright, fruity, cherry perfume, and this one always makes me happy. The smell of the caramel, popcorn, and strawberry, this is such a beautiful and intoxicating fragrance. I'm so sad it's gone. It's very well blended, and there's no note that really stands out on its own particularly for the most part. It starts with like a sparkly floral opening. I do smell the patchouli, that's strong. The caramel popcorn combo on this is simply amazing. Just amazing. This will always be my favorite fragrance of all time. So this is the original, and Dior has been reformulating it ever since, and I'm sure has broken many hearts for the past 2 decades. Francis Kurkdjian, who is the new designer for Dior, please have your people call my people so we can talk. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. Unless you really do want to talk about my love for Miss Dior circa 2005, 2012, call me. Anyways, as I was saying, the combination of scent notes for Miss Dior Cherie provide fruity and citrus openings, which include like tangerine, cherry, pineapple, and strawberry leaf. These gourmand and floral centers of the notes, they blend well with the jasmine, the violet, the strawberry, the caramel, and the popcorn. It does leave an impression with the patchouli. Overall, I'm truly happy that I have this back in my collection, and I plan to use this all the time. This is going to be my signature scent. This is Miss Dior Cherie. Now, the reformulated version, Miss Dior Cherie Eau de Parfum. Look at this bottle, look at this dent. I lost the lid, so. 2, 3. Miss Dior Cherie Eau de Parfum by Christian Dior. This one is also a chypre fruity fragrance for women. Miss Dior Cherie Eau de Parfum was launched in 2011. The nose behind this fragrance is Francois Damask. So the top notes for this are still Strawberry and Mandarin Orange. The middle notes are Rose and Jasmine. The base notes are Patchouli, Sandalwood, Amber, Oak Moss, and Vetiver. So, the cherry, pineapple, violet, and popcorn notes were removed. And the orange and sandalwood had been added to this version. I imagine an impeccably dressed young woman wearing butterfly sunglasses, walking the streets of Paris with spring flowers all around her. She inhales this perfume and she's just absolutely swept off her feet with happiness. She reaches this lovely flower shop and picks up roses to decorate her little Parisian apartment. I don't know. And on the way back, she buys a few strawberries and sits on her tiny kitchen, admiring the view. And as she bites on this red aromatic fruit, she's right where she belongs. She's independent, she's free. Miss Dior is the ultimate spring perfume. Ultra feminine. This is full of character. After perfumer Francois Damask joined Dior, Miss Dior Cherie was then renamed to Miss Dior. So this was the end of an era. My bottle is at the end of her journey, and I'm so grateful to have experienced this in my memories. I love these floral patchoulis, and also for a fun memory, I wore this to my college graduation. Next we have is Miss Dior Le Parfum. Miss Dior Le Parfum by Dior is a chypre floral fragrance, again, for women. Miss Dior Le Parfum was launched in 2012. The nose behind this is Francois Damask, and the top note for this is Mandarin Orange. The middle notes are Turkish Rose and Bulgarian Rose. The base notes are Amber, Patchouli, and Vanilla. This is clearly a wonderfully complex fragrance. Wow. Do you smell the patchouli? Wow. This is a warm, spicy fragrance because at the opening, I do smell patchouli under like this gentle drizzle of citrus. This note does transform and gives way to a heart with a rose. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely beautiful. This is strong. This is mixed with resins and balms. I can smell the patchouli and the roses, heavily sweetened with amber on this one. And this creates a very warm, sweet aura without being gourmand. This unique fragrance is definitely within the Miss Dior line. It is very feminine, very elegant, and very warm. Miss Dior Eau de Parfum was launched in 2017. The nose behind this fragrance is Francois Damask. The top notes for this one are pink pepper, blood orange, sweet orange, mandarin orange, Calabrian bergamot, and lemon. The middle notes are Grasse Rose, Damask Rose, and Jasmine leaf. The base notes are Patchouli and Rosewood. This is very different from Miss Dior Cherie. This is quite beautiful. It's quite feminine, classy, floral perfume, and this can easily be a signature scent. It's quite versatile, really. I do get the freshness of the citrus notes mixed with the rose and patchouli, which in my opinion is very similar to Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. Last but not least is Miss Dior EXTRAIT Le Parfum by Christian Dior. Is also a Chypre floral fragrance, and this was launched in 2014. The nose behind this fragrance is Francois Damask, and Miss Dior EXTRAIT Le Parfum is a floral Chypre alter ego edition. This highlights the orange blossom absolute and an Egyptian jasmine absolute, accompanied with May Rose absolute and Indian patchouli absolute. Similar perfumes that I own to all of Miss Dior would be Coco Mademoiselle Intense, Jean Paul Gaultier Classique Intense, but nothing compares to these beauties, and I appreciate walking down memory lane with all my perfumes, but this is the newest collection. This is a very concentrated form of Miss Dior, and I do get the orange, the May Rose, and the patchouli in here. This is very, very good. The ones that would be my favorite would be Miss Dior Cherie, and I think Miss Dior EXTRAIT. These are my beauties. Nothing compares to these beauties, and I really appreciate you walking down memory lane with me. It means a lot, so thank you. Please don't forget to click on that like button if you enjoyed this video, and leave me a comment so we can talk more about this together. I hope you have a fantastic day. Smell you later. Bye!